What's going on, everyone? Thank you for stopping by to watch another episode here at All I See Is W, where we talk about finance, self-development, and personal health. Well, today I wanted to make this video to share with you why you should stop masturbating and get on that NoFap journey, right? Well, first off, I'd like to share with you my experience with NoFap and how it has transformed my life, and I wanted to just give you my insight so that you can make a difference in your life. I mean, especially now that we're in a new year, now's the time to just make differences, right? Now, although NoFap is such an unpopular trend that's going on, we know that 99% of men tend to go through that habit, right? I mean, where you pleasure yourself looking at the digital screen. Well, I've been in that situation growing up from a little kid up through as an adult. However, in the year 2020, I actually made a difference by putting a halt in that lifestyle. And what I can say is my mind is so much more sharp. I'm able to think about things that's not related to pleasure. And I feel like I'm able to get shit done throughout the day without thinking about having to pull out my phone and look for a great scene. So you know what I mean? It's just value add with your lifestyle, and you'll notice that when you wake up, you'll become so much more productive where you don't release your energy and just feel like the day has been over. And my recommendation to you is just try to pursue it. And if you feel like you're going to relapse, just try to think about reasons why you shouldn't be jumping back into that lifestyle, right? Now, it's been since 2020 since I've stopped doing what I used to do. And now today, I don't even think about it anymore. I mean, I think about things that are more meaningful to my life. And I feel like with that put aside, I'm able to be more productive where I can get my tasks done throughout the day. And most importantly, I'm able to find value where my energy that excites me, such as dopamine, that comes from different things, such as going on walks, getting work done, building on my primary income, focusing on the things that really matter and things that add value to my life, so that in the long term, I'll be able to get to financial freedom, for example. So with the NoFap experience, not only has I become mentally more sharp with the things that I do in this world, I also feel like I don't spend all of my time thinking about how I can pleasure myself, right? I mean, most men think in terms of, okay, looking for someone, okay, that's what really interests them throughout the day, by just finding a way to pleasure yourself, whether it's going to be on the phone or elsewhere. But if you start that NoFap experience where you go cold turkey, where you don't self-pleasure yourself, then you will notice that there will be other things that you'll find interest in this world. And that's where the change in the lifestyle will come into play. So let me just share with you what has really changed in the year 2020 for me up through 2021 now that I stopped doing that. Well, now I feel like I'm able to consistently get through the daily tasks that I have planned out each morning, right? So what I tend to do is I tend to wake up like at 5 in the morning. I put a smile on my face. I hydrate myself with a big cup of water. That's when I'll start doing meditation with God, having that spiritual side grow. And once I'm done with that, I spend about 20 to 30 minutes of reading. And once I'm done with the reading part, that's when I take my supplements such as chlorella, spirulina, and turmeric. And once I'm able to do that, that's when I go on my 5-mile run. And at least at a minimum, I try to get in 3 runs within the week. But if you think about it, if I incorporated that lifestyle of not going through NoFap, where I'm looking at the digital screen to self-pleasure myself, then that means it takes away my whole entire energy, where I know it will disrupt one task that I have already set in place. So it really limits myself from being consistent. And that was always my biggest problem, like growing up, being consistent. However, now I just feel like consistency is the name of the game. And consistency is a big part of my life now, because I don't feel like I drop certain tasks off the map anymore, because I'm on a consistent trail where I get things done now. And that's the benefit of NoFap from my perspective, and how things have changed so much for me. I just feel a lot more productive, I have more energy, and I just enjoy the little things in life as opposed to doing what most men do by staring at the screen and self-pleasuring themselves. And what's unique is you have to also understand, rather than trying to find pleasure in this world, you want to try to figure out what's your purpose, right? Because we weren't born to just sit at home and masturbate, right? We were born to figure out what our purpose is in life and how we can add value and contribute to this world, right? We all have different skills, and this may be one of my skills, to share my information to you so that we all can make a difference here, right? Because at the end of the day, we all have different purposes we want to align to. And it's just been a great experience for me to know that I'm able to focus on the things that really add value and have meaning in my life. So it's more of like the procreation as opposed to finding self-pleasure. Now, one other thing is, when it comes to NoFap, you'll begin to start noticing that you want to gain pleasure by having the right companion in place, right? So that will start naturally coming. And let's say if you start getting back into that relapse habit of doing that self-pleasure, what if you see that girl on the street or at the mall? Will you be able to approach her and just naturally have that communication? Well, I mean, you may be able to have that close connection on the screen, but can you portray that in real life? That's the worrisome part of how your mind works. And I'm just going to tell you, when you're on that NoFap experience, you will begin to challenge yourself. You'll be bold, you'll remain fearless, and you'll just know that you can get to your goal knowing that you'll fail 80% of the time, but that last 20%, 10% of the time, you will achieve success. And that's what will get you onto that growth mindset, to know that it's not all about self-pleasuring yourself and wasting that time, but more so trying to figure out what your purpose is. So overall, I just hope that the information I'm sharing with you, with my experience and how NoFap can change your lifestyle. So I would say, if you want to get onto this journey, perhaps start small first and just really try to just sit down and figure out why you want to do this. And let's say when you start feeling that temptation again, what's going to prevent you from getting back into that habit, right? Try to understand that's the self-control piece that you want to live by. Do you want to be the 99% of all men, or do you want to be that 1% that's able to achieve success by not following the crowd? And I'm part of that 1%, and I'm glad, and I just feel like I'm much more sharp with my mental acuity. I can focus on my day-to-day work where I get things done more efficiently. And now I find interest in the things that really add value to my life, as opposed to wasting my energy looking at the phone for a nice scene that I would enjoy. Now, none of that happens anymore. And I just wanted to share that with you and how much of a benefit it has given me. And I just wanted to relay that information back to you. So overall, I hope that this video helped, in that it gave you new insight on my NoFap journey experience and how it can add value to you as well. So I'm curious to hear what your concerns are, what your progress is. Let's say if you've already started on that NoFap experience, please share it down below, and I'd like to dialogue with you and answer any questions that you may have. So thanks for watching another episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, all.